Hello and welcome to another edition of Micromarketer. I'm your host Pravin, Shekar, an outlier marketer and raconteur. And today I have Namrata Sundaresan with us. Namrata and I, we've known each other for close to a decade as competitors, collaborators, and colleagues. And Namrata Sundaresan is the co-founder of Käse, a management consultant, a lover of travel, food, and cooking. And Namrata is out here to talk to us about one of her micro-marketing episodes. Over to you, Namrata.
Thank you, Pravin. So it's been a pleasure knowing you, and yeah, it's been more than a decade. We have worked together in various ways, and I think consulting to now cheese. So I'll talk about an example which is specific to Käse, which is a 3+ years old venture in artisan cheese making. Now, artisan cheese making is still a niche market. People know cheese, but the most people that know about is processed cheese. So while we are forever trying to make that distinction, we have realized that there are many different consumer segments, right? But in the we are focused on micro-marketing as a strategy. And I'll pick up the Instagram as a good example. So, a lot of people, social media marketing, we hear about it all the time now. There are different platforms, but being small, being nimble, and since we're trying to figure out this market as well. So me and my business partner Anu, both of us do not come from a food background as such. There is the love of food, but we do not have a background in cheese making. Yeah, so I took on to Instagram as a platform to see how we could focus on one social media platform and focus on marketing or micro marketing. Now, unlike how a lot of companies will look at Instagram in terms of purely the number of followers, that's not something that we did. We decided to make Instagram a tool where people who know us connect with us. Yeah. So I'm not talking about different consumer segments, but my focus would be people who have purchased from Käse once. They know what Käse is about. They have tasted the cheese. They have come for one of our workshops. So it's if you talk about in terms of followers, we have just a little over 3,000 followers today, yeah, which is a pretty small sample as such, but it's a very highly engaged crowd. We use that as an experiment as well to throw a lot of ideas around, speak to people. What we have found is that there is a high level of engagement. For example, we post a couple of stories a day. If the content is interactive, and if there is something which is video content, the number of engagements a day could be as high as 15 to 20. Yeah. If we have a question, and if we have something very specific linked to it, which is an example that I'm going to talk about now. So this was about a month and a half back. We posted something called, it was a whole week of Guess the Cheese. Yeah. And we picked up 5 cheese that not quite the familiar ones like a mozzarella or a feta, but different ones that we do, but about which we have already spoken about on our Instagram post. So we post a story saying, guess the name of the cheese. It turned out to be a fabulous, they were giveaways. We said the first 3 right answers would get a cheese. But our engagements, Pravin, were almost 45 to 50 responses a day. Which I think was a great success for us. At the end of the day, we had a whole bunch of people coming in, meeting us, some new, some old, but most of the people who knew something about us. So I think that would be a good example that I can think about in the recent times about one of our micro-marketing strategies.
Well, thanks a lot, Namrata. This entire series is also a micro-interview that from one answer, what all can be learned. And to me, you focused on one platform, you focused on a specific set of people who have tasted Käse before, who've gone to eat more cheese or your workshops, focusing not on the likes, but on engagement.
Yes.
And thank you for sharing the numbers and the fact that video content helps. You are engaging them because as a cheese lover, I would want to know what is this and make my guests participate. Of course, the price does matter, but I think it is a brilliant strategy that you've used. And thanks a lot for sharing the numbers as well along with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.